In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on May 7, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus Washington Nationals. The Guardians and Nationals meet one last time on Wednesday afternoon to wrap up their interleague series in Washington, D.C. Cleveland is eyeing back-to-back American League Central titles and needs to keep piling up wins to stay on track. Meanwhile, Washington is trying to hang tough in a loaded National League East and can't afford to give away games like this if they want to stay in the mix. Cleveland has come out on top in 3 of Logan Allen's last 5 starts, but they've dropped the last 2 in a row. Allen's had a hard time finishing off hitters this season. He's only punched out 22 batters over 31.1 innings and walked 15 in that span. On the other side, the Nationals have looked more comfortable with Mitchell Parker on the hill, winning 3 of his last 5 outings. Parker's been stingy, giving up just 30 hits across 41.1 innings and surrendering just a single home run. He's logged 5 quality starts this year, while Allen is still looking for his first. The Guardians have been cold against left-handed pitching, hitting just .216, while the Nationals are doing better at .243 when facing southpaws. If Parker can stay steady and get through the early innings, Washington's bullpen should be able to close things out. As our first pick for this matchup, the Washington Nationals money line is our full game side pick. Offense has been tough to come by for both teams lately. The Guardians have fallen short of the total in 4 of their last 5 games going into Tuesday's doubleheader. As a group, they're hitting below .230 overall and just .216 against left-handers. The Nationals haven't fared much better, staying under the number in 3 of their last 5, with 3 of Parker's recent starts also going under. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Astros versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Houston Astros and the Milwaukee Brewers are set to wrap up their 3-game set on Wednesday afternoon. It's been a pretty even series so far, and this final game could go either way. Both teams have shown flashes, but it's all going to come down to who shows up on the mound. Framber Valdez will take the ball for the Astros, and while he hasn't quite looked like his usual self this season, there's still reason to trust him. His earned run average is still stronger than the guy he's facing, and he's got a much better handle on his control with a strikeout to walk ratio of 37-15. He's had a couple of sharp outings too, including games where he blanked the Mets and Mariners for 6+ innings. Milwaukee is giving the nod to Priester, who hasn't really found his footing. They tried using him out of the bullpen recently, and it backfired fast. He gave up 7 earned runs to the Cubs. Now he's back starting, but his 17-16 strikeout to walk ratio is rough, and he's letting too many guys on base. I get why someone might lean toward Milwaukee here. They've been a little better overall in this series, but Houston has the edge where it counts most today: the starting pitcher. Valdez has enough in the tank to give the Astros a real chance to steal the last game of this set. There's more upside in backing the team with the steadier arm and the bigger game experience. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. It's tough to have much faith in either starter heading into this one. Priester just got lit up by the Cubs for 7 runs in only 4 innings of relief, and now he's back starting again. His strikeout and walk numbers are almost even, and he's carrying an earned run average that's way above 5. Over his last 9 innings, he's given up a total of 12 runs, and the Astros are probably looking at this as a great chance to do some early damage. Valdez is clearly the better pitcher, but that doesn't mean he's been lights out. His earned run average sits at 4.39, and he gave up 4 earned in his last time out. In fact, he's given up at least 2 earned runs in each of his last 4 starts. So while he's more reliable, he's still not in top form. Between both arms, it looks like we're in for a game with plenty of runs. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Pirates versus St. Louis Cardinals. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals will wrap up their 3-game set at Busch Stadium on May 7, 2025. Both clubs have had a tough time finding their footing this season, and this final game offers a chance for either team to get back on track. It's been a rocky road so far, and they're both looking to break out of the inconsistency that's been dragging them down. These teams are heading in different directions lately. The Pirates have hit a wall, losing 9 of their last 10 games, with the offense being a major letdown. They've also dropped the last 4 games that Mitch Keller has taken the mound for. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have found some rhythm, especially at home, and their bats have shown up more often than not. Sonny Gray's outings have helped keep them afloat. St. Louis has won 5 of the 7 games he started this year. Both starting pitchers had rough outings their last time out, but there's a difference. Gray had a tough go, allowing 6 runs, but overall, he's been solid this year, sitting at 3-1 and now facing a Pirates lineup that's been lifeless for much of the season. On the flip side, Mitch Keller's problems haven't just popped up, they've stuck around. He's had a rough time all year, and the Cardinals are likely to follow the same blueprint the Padres used to light him up in his last outing. As our first pick for this matchup, the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. The Pirates are near the bottom of the league in road scoring, ranking 26th with just 3 runs per game. Their recent form hasn't done them any favors either. They've scored more than 3 runs just once in their last 8 games. Gray handled this lineup earlier in the year, and Keller actually pitched well against the Cardinals back in April, so this one has all the signs of a low-scoring game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco Giants versus Chicago Cubs. The San Francisco Giants, sitting at 22-14 on the season, will wrap up their 3-game series against the equally matched Chicago Cubs this Wednesday afternoon. It's been an intense back and forth so far, and this final game could go either way. In last night's wild showdown, the Giants exploded for 9 runs in the 11th inning to secure a dramatic win. After such a long, bullpen-heavy game, it's safe to assume both teams would rather keep their relievers on the bench if they can help it. On the hill today, we'll see Robbie Ray for San Francisco and Ben Brown for Chicago. Ray has been locked in lately. He's pitched 7 innings in each of his last 2 starts, surrendering just 7 hits and 2 earned runs across 14 total frames. That's the kind of consistency managers dream about. Brown, to his credit, was sharp his last time out, going 6 scoreless innings with only 4 hits allowed. Still, Wrigley Field hasn't been kind to him this season. In his home appearances, he's tossed just 11.2 innings while coughing up 12 runs on 19 hits, and he hasn't made it past the 4th inning in any of those starts. Offensively, both clubs have been swinging the bats well over the past week. They've each racked up 41 runs and 62 hits over their last 7 games. In this series alone, the teams have traded punches. Chicago dropped 9 runs in the opener, while San Francisco fired back with 14 in Game 2. With both lineups showing power, the focus here shifts to which starting pitcher can take control. That edge leans toward Ray, who's been unbeatable so far with a perfect 4-0 record and the Giants winning every game he started. San Francisco also brings a dominant bullpen into this game, holding a 2.53 earned run average and just 35 runs allowed all season, night and day compared to Chicago's pen, which has already given up 70 runs. With Ray's durability, Brown struggles at home, and a lights-out Giants bullpen, this looks like San Francisco's game to win. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. The Giants were holding their ace for this one, and now it's time to see what Robbie Ray can do. He hasn't lost a start all season, and in his last 3 outings, each game finished under the total. He's kept the ball in the park too, allowing just 1 home run across his past 4 starts. Ray's ability to control a game should help keep the Cubs' offense in check and make this more of a grinded-out, low-scoring battle. Meanwhile, Chicago hands the ball to Ben Brown, who's coming off a solid start where the Cubs shut out Milwaukee. But even with that, it's hard to overlook the fact that San Francisco's pitching as a whole has been stellar. They rank 6th in MLB with a 3.44 team earned run average and won't be giving up 9 runs again like they did in the series opener. Chicago has hit the under in 2 of their last 3 games, and everything about this matchup points toward another quiet afternoon on the scoreboard. As poor second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Athletics. The American League West rivals will close out their 3-game set in Sacramento on Wednesday afternoon. It'll already be the 7th time these 2 squads have squared off this season, which is pretty wild considering we're still early in the schedule. Both teams are getting real familiar with each other, and that usually makes for tighter, more competitive baseball. Gunnar Hoglund looked sharp in his first big league start down in Miami last week, but now he's facing a team with access to MLB video, and that changes things. The Mariners will come into this one having seen what Hoglund has to offer, and they're not the type of team to let a rookie off easy. Seattle is also giving the ball to Bryan Woo, their most reliable starter so far this season. Woo's been lights out, posting a ridiculous 0.83 WHIP and giving up only 25 hits in just over 38 innings. The Mariners have also been a force in day games, going 11-3 when the sun's out. Expect them to be patient at the plate, drive Hoglund's pitch count up, and force the Athletics to lean on their bullpen. Woo will likely handle his end and pitch deep into the game, probably into the 7th. Woo's been a go-to arm for the Mariners since last season and seems to have the Athletics number whenever he faces them. Hoglund's debut is impressive, no doubt, but this Seattle offense is firing right now and won't make things easy on him. It's a tough draw for the rookie, and with the way Seattle's been playing, it's hard to pick against them here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Heading into 2025, most folks figured these teams would lean on their pitching staffs, but it's actually been the bats that have carried the load. Offensively, they've been better than expected, ranking 7th and 14th in runs scored across the league. When these two meet, they tend to light up the scoreboard, with the over cashing in 6 of their last 10 matchups. Seattle's been especially hot with the bats lately, hitting the over in 8 of their last 10 games overall. They've also piled up 31 runs in their last 5 road games alone. Oakland's been a bit more balanced, going 5-5 on the over in their past 10. But they've also been giving up about 4 runs a game over that stretch. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.